Welcome, boys and girls. It's been a while. It's been so long. Things have not been working. It looks like everything is in order.
Hooray! I appeared out of the ether.
Wild Dan has appeared.
Yes, a wild Dan who is tamed.
Alright. So
For all those who don't like my battle report.
Yeah, let's move this a little closer. I didn't see the mic.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Alright, we're in business. I've had a lot of issues with Shaw recently, for those of you who are wondering why it hasn't come up. Basically, my upload was nerfed, and so it was just really stuttery. And also, trying to upload... I have a battle report ready that I want to upload to YouTube, but it was keep on timing out. So now I can do it. I finally figured out, like, this afternoon.
Oh, right. Is that the Wood Elf one?
Yeah.
Where I have my epic Wood Elf gun line? Yes.
Now...
It's a great one.
Quick disclaimer, it's not usual battle report because I forgot my battery for my camera, or in the power cord. And so it's just quick recaps, and then the end it's just with an iPhone, and so it's a little bit more shaky and the color's a bit off, but it's something. Enjoyed it. I didn't even explain the army list at all.
No.
It's so good.
Yeah, it was back when you had Rico over, or Federico.
Yeah, he was in it a bit.
Yeah, so we didn't want to like take too much time because
what is going on here?
But in the meantime, we've been doing some other things too, painting, getting our armies ready for our upcoming tournament.
Aries 158 asks, which is the real Dan?
Oh, Codex Dan. I am Sheeb. My name is Dan as well.
But you're the one who introduced me to Warhammer.
It's true. So I am the real Dan. You are my clone.
Who knows? We had some good time. Anyone play Dominion? Card game? We had a good night playing.
Epic.
It was a good time.
And chicken wings. And a donair pizza. Oh, it was good.
That was surprisingly good.
That was surprising. I'm not gonna go out on a limb and say it was my best pizza like Trevor did, but
it was
Dominion night was freaking awesome.
Really fun card game.
Yeah. You guys can play it online too if you want to check it out. I forget what it's called, like Dominion Goku.
I find it so boring to play online. You gotta have the...
Oh, no, I love the banter too.
Yeah,
it's true. You have to be a Dominion freak to really appreciate it, which I am.
So we have, well, first of all, chocolate milk. Do you want some?
Yes. You have some? Oh! This is, I've been watching a lot of other people doing live casts. I know Mr. Malorian has his group of friends who do this, and they get together and they get drunk on their live casts.
We are kid friendly here,
and we are family friendly. Absolutely. Thanks, Dan. That was really kind of you.
Oh yeah.
Well, I brought a treat too. Cheers.
Oh yeah. Your video?
Yes. I don't know. Do you want to do that now or later? Because I can't stay long. I have homework and a baby to get to.
And your baby like looks just like that crucial age jump of like he's learning so much so fast.
Oh yeah.
So he's like just seeing his eyes like more attentive to everything.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. I don't even know if this will work, but there you go.
Okay, baby Atticus. Let's try crawling again. Come towards me.
Okay, there you go. There's my baby.
Educated a baby.
I'm a proud dad.
Alright. So let's do a quick update first. What has been going on? When's the last... It's been like over a month since
I know. I'm going through withdrawals. At school, I can't concentrate on my schoolwork because I'm just dreaming of new lists. And the fact that I have 3 armies to go through and cycle through, my mind's going from Wood Elves to Dark Elves to Skaven.
Mm-hmm. Dark Elves just released.
Oh my goodness.
Dan's getting the Codex. Did you order it by mail to get it?
Yeah, no, I ordered it from GW, pre-ordered it, and having it picked up at our Chinook Mall store, so I'm super excited. But I work all day, so I have to wait till I'm done work to get it.
So, wait, if you pre-ordered it...
They said that if you pre-order, it's guaranteed to be at the store on the launch date of Saturday.
It's not launching till Saturday?
Yeah, it comes out on Saturday.
Oh, I thought it was already out.
Nope, it comes out on Saturday. But I've been scouring the Bell of Lost Souls forums, and anytime there's a new update, I'm like on their Twitter feed, and I'm like in school, Danny, what's this question? I'm like, look at the new Blackguard. They're freaking awesome.
The new models, especially the cauldron, or like the whatever throne of whatever, looks epic.
Yeah, and the Medusa with the booby. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some explaining to my wife about that one. Yes.
What's wrong, Daddy?
I don't know. I'll have to like maybe take like a little leaf and like put it over her nipples, so my kid's not gonna grow up and be like boobies.
So I didn't help us.
No,
didn't help us.
But freaking the executioners with the skulls for their masks, they look epic. I'm thinking about getting new Blackguard, but having the executioners' skulls heads on my Blackguard, because I already have 21 executioners, so I need some Blackguard. So I'm thinking about making the Blackguard, but just taking the skull heads because they look freaking awesome. And the Kraken or the Charybdis. That looks...
It's so weird.
It is so weird. And when I heard that there was a Kraken, I was like, I don't really get it. But then the rumors were like, you know what? It actually looks cool. Give it a shot. Don't judge it. It goes up and down for people's opinions. But I really like it. So I'm going to buy one. Not a big fan of the Hydra. I like the old Hydra look.
You already got two of them.
I know.
So you're fine.
I understand why they did it, because it's definitely more of a sea creature type thing, and it fits more with the lore.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that GW did. I'm just not a big fan of the heads. They're okay. It hasn't sold me.
Cool.
The new Witch Elves look amazing too.
So news in Edmonton, October. When is it?
19th.
19th. That's only like 2.5 weeks away.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna come out quick. It's Onslaught, it's called, so it's both 40k and fantasy. We're gonna go there to play fantasy. We'll both be there. I'll be playing Orcs and Goblins. Dan will be playing your
Wood Elves.
That's
the only ones I have fully painted. So
I have to paint a lot. I don't have to paint too much. I have to paint like 20 Black Orcs and just finish up painting some wizards and stuff.
Yeah.
For my magic. I'm gonna bring the Ragnarok Spider.
Sweet.
With those
I really want to see
shrine.
you do that shenanigans. And we need to have more battle reports with that Ragnarok shenanigans.
The problem, okay, so for those of you who aren't informed, the Orcs and Goblins list for fantasy, the points is 2250. And so I can barely fit in because I can bring a Goblin Great Shaman and on a Spider as a mount. So the Spider's like 290 points as is. And so it's like, 120 plus 290 plus. Basically, it turns out to be about 600 and something points, which barely fits into 20. I think it's like 21, 25 points is like the lowest you can fit it in, just barely. And that's with the Catchweb Spider Shrine. Now, the Catchweb Spider Shrine means that, and now in fantasy, for those of you who aren't familiar, every turn during the magic phase, you get a random number of magic dice, depending on a roll of 2d6. And then if for every wizard, you get to roll an extra dice. It's a very small chance. If you roll a 6, then you get an extra power dice to either dispel or cast spells. Now with the Spider Shrine, for the wizard on top, it's on a 4+, but also every wizard within 12 inches is also 4+. What?
I was just looking at our shared Dropbox folder, and you only put the Army Builder file. You didn't put the PDF, so I can't read it on my iPhone. Or else I would give you some quotes of actual numbers. But shenanigans of the wizards.
So if you bring a lot of wizards, then you can get, if you bring like 8 or 10 wizards, then you're getting an extra 4 to 5 casting or dispel dice, which is really huge in fantasy. It really kind of lets you dominate the magic phase, but it's a lot of points into your lords and heroes, and doesn't allow for a lot of core and special and rare.
But it's freaking hilarious. I played against you like several times with that build, and there's been occasions, and it's frequent, I'd say like almost half the game, where you have more dispel dice than I have power dice. It's because really, you channel, so then I'm like,
it's 4+. Really nice. So it forces your opponent to do like the 6 dice, and so clearly you bring a feedback scroll because you're going to be able to use it and hopefully deal a couple wounds to their caster free. And then it's really more effective when it's bigger points costs.
It's true.
Because the magic doesn't get stronger or lesser, but then you just get to even out your army, and so like the big impact of the wizard on the spider. Because the wizard on the spider, you can't charge him in because the spider monsters in fantasy in 7th edition, it's really all dependent on the Thunder Stomp to see if they can do well against units, and they can't well really hold up on their own. So they always have to be with someone, and you can't get charged and killed. And if that guy dies who's like 600 points, it just
GG.
So I have to kind of keep him in reserve and do things like that. I haven't been able to.
You
Obviously, War Machines can shoot because he's a large target, so that's scary for me.
Don't underestimate your skill. You've kept that thing alive like every game, and I throw stuff at it.
Yeah,
maybe not enough.
You're silly, Dan.
Yeah.
You're learning though.
That's true.
So Onslaught, people are asking what's Onslaught, and it's like this big kind of tournament event thing that's happening in Edmonton in 2.5 weeks.
Basically, if you want to be invited to the Alberta Grand Tournament, you have to participate in a bunch of other tournaments and do well to be invited to the Alberta Masters. This is what spawned all this. Our goal is to be up there.
I just have fun playing in tournaments. It's a really fun feel and environment.
It's true.
It's pretty cool. It's probably sold out by now, anyways.
I think it is, or close to being. One thing I learned: monstrous infantry against another, or monsters in fantasy against other monsters don't get the Thunderstomp. You only get the Thunderstomp against units with smaller bases. Yeah, which makes sense. You can't have a dragon Thunderstomp another dragon.
Wait, what about? Because my spider is like bigger, say, than your Skaven abomination. So your base is smaller. So would I get a Thunderstomp against you and you wouldn't against me?
I don't know. I don't think it's actually base size. I think I just said that just because it's easy to. I think you have to be like troop size. Like
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Okay, if you know, clarify.
Winnipeg. Oh, I'm sorry, Quillan. I don't know. It's some weird name. But
it's not that you're.
Winnipeg is just full of nothing. They got the Jets. Okay. I feel sorry for you, dude. I feel sorry for you.
So that's what we've been doing in fantasy. I had my in-laws over the other night, and I busted out my Warhammer because I need to get my Wood Elves painted. And my sister-in-law helped me paint the leaves on the Dryad, which was nice. They helped put base. Yeah, Tessa. She painted, and we based all the flock on my Wood Elves. So it went quickly with my wife and her and me doing it. You got to enlist your family to help you do Warhammer.
You get married and you have like 2 girls helping you out doing.
It's true. It's true, but the time commitment, so you get less time doing it, so you're forced to do things like that.
Cool. All right, let's try to get this. Okay, so we've talked about Foamageddon a bunch, and I've edited some stuff myself. It's not. I don't know. I was kind of fooling around. I've lost motivation to finish editing it.
I've been
there. but Dan, the last time we just kind of fooled around in this is just parking lot, right?
Totally parking lot. It was just, your brother came, my best friend Jesse came, and
us too.
Yeah.
So it was just 4 of us fooling around, just kind of introducing my brother to the kind of concept of the
and
fighting.
At the same time wailing on him a few times.
Oh yeah.
He's far more. He was. I thought he did okay. I thought he'd be. I don't know. Let's just watch.
So how long is this video?
It's like 5 minutes. It's like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. All right.
You guys gotta watch this. This is freaking hilarious.
So let's see if I can through VLC player.
Did you explain how the weapons are made?
No,
you going. So
you can go ahead.
We have a PVC pipe, which we got from like Home Depot. Then you get some pool noodles, and you get some caulking, and you just sort of spread. Oh, hey, it's working. And you make these foam swords out of pool noodles, and you duct tape them together, and then voila. So this is us battling up here. This is a first-person view.
Oh, it's off.
This is a first-person view.
Oh, it's off.
This is a first-person view. It's on a loop. How do we start? Oh, look at the slowdown. I do a lot of slowdowns.
Or maybe it's just squished.
Can you still hear us? It looks squished.
What am I looking at here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like half the screen. It's weird.
Oh, whatever.
I'll post it later if you guys are interested. Maybe I'll post it on my channel. Oh, I'll post it on the channel. It's like it's cool. So I think you got hit in the butt with that, didn't you?
Yeah, something.
And then you got a jab off on Jesse. You were like half done. We're not even doing some cool commentating. Oh, so that's a big pole arm thing. That's freaking awesome. Woo! Look at that reach. It's just deadly. And then right back and forth. Oh, your brother's gonna get it on the head. No, he blocks it with his shield. It's pretty good. Slow-mo. Oh, it missed. Look at that bend on that thing.
Dude, there's so much bend. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, it's got a lot of whip. Thing's practically a whip. Oh, just missed. And then we have two flails going at him. Oh, and his brother gets him. Dan, you got hit.
Yeah, I got screwed.
Okay, so I think this is me. Because I'm not very good. Oh, no, it's you. This is totally you. I'm in the red.
This is when I have both flails going.
Yeah,
it's hard to see.
Super hard.
Just run. I think.
What's funny is I think I hit your camera, so you just start looking at your feet for a second there. Oh, there he wraps it around my arm. You kind of missed it because our video's kind of half cut off. Oh, look at that right in front of his face.
This is really fun, guys. I really strongly recommend it.
There you got hit in the head, and now it's just looking at your crotch, so I sped it up.
See that footwork?
And sandals, too.
See, it's very important.
That's when you go crazy. Okay, coming up, my favorite.
See, when I was square with my feet, you just.
So, and the shields are made out of cardboard, 4 layers of cardboard with a belt strapped through. And then you just duct tape the crap out of it. And so that huge sword is just ridiculous. Yeah, if we can watch it like that, then we can see it Oh yeah, that worked. Make it smaller.
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah, now it's full screen.
A little bit better.
Yeah. Okay, here we start going to slow-mo again. Dan versus Jesse. And then here it comes. Strikes. Ooh, he hit him on the leg. So the way we play, you get hit twice on your limbs and then you're out. And you should be limping, but I don't think Jesse is. And I think you get him again on the same leg. So, good job.
It's such a good feeling just being able to swipe in.
Yeah. So this is me. Me versus Dan. Oh, it goes for my leg. Oh, did you see that? I was almost in your chin. That was a pretty sweet one. Oh.
The sword gets in there.
Charged. Yeah, he charged in.
Yeah, Lord Kaino, this will be uploaded to YouTube, so.
It's 5 minutes. Oh, and here's the battle axe. Jesse was trying to show Dan how it's supposed to be used, and he just gets owned because it didn't work. The jump, the lens flare, and
oh, look at that sexy underwear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wait.
Oh, here's another jump. Get ready for it.
I'm sorry. Didn't my shield arm get killed? That's why I had to drop my shield, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah.
This is you as a goblin.
Dude, you have to be quick.
Oh, here we go. Up and over. Oh, on the head.
Who got him first? I don't even know. It's so hard to tell in the.
It's fun when you get him in the head.
Oh yeah, look. This is my little dagger. Oh, you didn't record that?
No, I did. It's coming up next. That was a different fight. Oh, that was when you get.
I got destroyed. Yeah.
And the junk it looked like. So when I was wailing around those two flails,
this was such a fun battle.
Yeah. So it starts here, but then I fight your brother Aaron, but then I go back and then I get the end of it.
Dude.
So unfortunately, you get me looking at Aaron, but I take him out and make short work.
Dude, me and Jesse had the most crazy fight, with our gimped weapons. It was just so much fun.
Yeah, it is definitely fun having the shorter weapons. It's so much easier having the longer weapons, but it's harder to wield them. It takes some time to actually. So here I go. I go and I kill Aaron. He's done. And then I'm like, oh, they're still going. That must be good. We should look at them. And then here, you gotta watch carefully. I think I just slow it all down because it's all epic.
The little dagger, I'm just deflecting. I can't believe I deflected as many shots as I did. And then I okay, it's gonna be coming here. I come up and he somehow blocks my little dagger as I'm trying to.
And then you get.
Oh, I finally got him. Oh, that was the end of an epic battle.
Keep in mind, this is on my GoPro helmet, so I'm not really sure what I'm filming, so I'm sorry if it's not, like, perfectly
But I'm like, I can kill anyone with these weapons!
Yeah.
And then I probably get destroyed here, I think.
Oh, yeah, you do.
It's just too
Aaron
hard.
gets you.
This-
Yeah, that's the end. Right on the head. Oh, no, this is the end.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is where I cower. So this is me, Dan's coming at me, and oh no.
Dude, I've gotten pretty good at those double flails.
Yeah, that is hard. You have to time it so perfectly. So this is the Night Goblin fanatic. Oh. It's so hard because I'm like, I don't even know when to hit. So I actually turn and cower because I'm like, F, he's getting too close. And he just keeps coming. Oh. And if I swing and I miss, I'm dead. And it's just like,
This is so fun to watch.
I know. It'd be better if we didn't have it all. Yeah, that's the end of the video. But that was it.
Good times, good times.
So definitely start your own Foamageddon group and have some good battles.
Tell us what you guys think. Like, honestly, comment below or on chat right now if you guys want to see like more of that, different things like that, or I don't know, get some costumes involved, actual Warhammer challenges maybe. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I did see one where it was an orc war boss, and it was like a 40k one, and then they just sort of like, instead of fighting, they just danced to like LMAFO or whatever. But it was cool.
You gotta fight.
Yeah, totally.
Dude, it's like it's weird because like when I first started, like you're kind of just like, I don't know, whatever. Like if you like see my brother, the other bearded one,
the gray shirt.
like when he like, you can tell he's kind of like still figuring out, like just like you don't know, like you watch all these videos and I don't know,
You watch these fight movies.
you know, if you're a fanatic of like me about like, you know, medieval combat and that kind of thing, like you just kind of like always imagine these things, but when you have the actual weapons in your hands, you're like, oh. And then it's obviously different because they're, you know, the swords aren't balanced and they're really like, you saw my spear, I was like lifted up, it's like boom,
super whip. It kind of, you know, it gives you the same feeling of, I don't know if you've ever remembered the first time playing paintball and you're like, oh my gosh, this is, my heart's going so fast, must be like war feels like, and it probably feels nothing like war, but it gives you that sort of like little bit of sense, kind of the same way. And the first time we played, what was it, like 5-on-5s or 6-on-6, so there was like a sizable force going at each other. Those are more fun in my opinion. I know you're a big fan of the duel.
Oh, yeah,
but the big battles turn out to be little duels anyway, so...
No, because I get into a good duel and I'm about to kill someone. It's like, I know.
And then
I
you get
beat them
backstabbed.
and it just, you get backstabbed. So you always have to be aware, so you can't fully commit
like
unless you have
fighting
someone with
teams.
there.
Yeah.
But then it's always, everyone's always a coward and they don't commit enough to be able to work as a team.
I agree with you. But
It's
you
like
also...
it's like playing MOBA games like League of Legends or Dota or whatever. You're like, you dive to go kill someone and it's just
And
like,
they're
all the
two
guy
runs
had to
away.
do was come in and auto attack. That's all he had to do.
But no,
he was,
he didn't
he
want to
just
die and he
walked
ran away.
around and...
But, you know, I don't blame some of the people we were playing with for especially protecting you, because if you noticed how you fight, you're like attacking this way, and then you're like this way. You don't want to get your own teammate out. Your teammates are going, heck, I ain't going close to you. That's what's going on. And you have these two flails, and you're going like this. No one's going to be like, I'm going to back him up. They're going to be like, I'm sending him out. You're like, you're the fanatic. You go take care of stuff.
Dude, that happened actually one time. I had like a really long sword and I was like wailing it around, and all of a sudden I'm like, I don't even know. I'm just like, ah! And all of a sudden the guy's like, you whacked me in the face! And my teammate behind me, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, it's good fun. We've only taken one person to the hospital. He had stitches. But now we know how to make them better so the foam weapons don't break. Basically, someone threw us the battle axe and the PVC went through the foam, so you gotta build them better, and we've done that.
Meh.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Ares, have I ever played Smite? I have. My brother actually plays a lot of Smite.
Mine too. Like, he's addicted.
I do kind of like it.
Once
it's enjoyable,
yeah.
but every once in a while.
Maybe we'll do, when I get my new computer, we'll do a medieval one. What's that one called? Battle Fury. Classes. Medieval.
Chivalry.
Battle Fury, Chivalry, sounds the same.
Chivalry is hilarious.
Yeah. When I get a computer that can run it again, we'll play. We'll do a screencast.
Yeah.
I gotta finish school. Then I won't have the commitments.
Didn't you just start another semester?
I did. Almost done.
Yeah, how long do you have left?
And finish in April, as long as I don't fail
Not too
any more
bad.
courses. I've never failed courses, but assuming I don't. It's last year, so you never know. Can we eject this? Just because I think I have to.
Yeah, you can
I
take it
actually
out.
have to go do my
You can just
homework.
take it out.
Okay. I'll upload this to YouTube. And I'll make a little video posting my fantasy list for Onslaught so that you guys can see and give me feedback. Preview, it's just a bunch of Glade Guard and Dryads and Treekin. Because the Wood Elf army is so out of date. In order to be competitive, I'm taking 1 level 4 wizard just because I know I should, and if I try, I just get owned. So I was contemplating not taking level 4, but I think I have to in this game, or else I just get owned. But just massive amounts of Blade Guard, move up, shoot, you're in half range, strength 4, kind of keep moving back, and I don't get penalized. So
Yeah, you really need a level 4 wizard.
I'm going to do some trickery. It's going to be some fancy maneuvering, but you're going to see a lot of battle reports because we have like 4 or 5 battles each. You're going to record them. I'm going to take. I'm going to do photos, but still, I'll upload them.
Have you ever heard of a place called Tubby Dog?
Yes.
What is it?
Have you gone?
No.
You have to.
That's what this guy's asking me if I've been to it.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, giant hot dogs and hamburgers.
Yes. So like ridiculous. And you
how
could have
giant?
any ingredient. I recommend getting the Captain Crunch. If you can.
What?
Yeah, you get Captain Crunch on your hot dog, and you can get like with the most bizarre stuff on your hot dogs. It's like to the point where it's like what? But yeah, Captain Crunch on a hot dog. It's not bad. It's freaking awesome.
Where is it?
I don't know. Downtown.
Okay.
So
area.
it's downtown. Like yeah. I don't know the exact address.
Interessante. Well, this guy put a link. You can buy swords, pre-made
You
swords.
could do that. It's more fun to make your own, because then you're not upset when they break. And honestly,
That's true.
PVC and pool noodles, those look high quality, cool. But I don't know. I'd make your own because it's cheap, and you can make all kinds. But that's a good idea. See, if I fought with something like that, I'd be scared to hit people with it, even though it looks really cool. Oh my gosh, is that really?
This is $174.
Is that an actual sword?
I don't know. It's
in French.
in French. Ne parle français.
Yeah. Well, we're both Canadian. We should probably figure it out. Grant à la Garne du Nord.
Devant la guerre du Nord. La Horde des Sig- I'm just like, I don't even know.
We don't even know.
There's, the Nord War of something. There was a horde of, there's a signature. Krug.
Krug.
The Krug was involved. Oh, that's what it is.
Krug à la fence.
That's the name of the sword, I bet.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a Krug. Ooh,
Yes.
it's a Larp sword.
Oh, yeah.
Krug the Born? I'm watching the video, guys.
Skip ahead.
I'm skipping. This guy seems way epic. He's
Yeah.
got super long hair. He seems like he'd be in a metal band.
Yeah.
Oh, it is foamy. Look at that. That's cool. That's amazing. And as he's whipping it around, it's not bending.
Oh.
Like it's not like warbling.
That's pretty neat. See, if we started calling
It
it
is
Larping,
slightly.
then I would be like, well, it's gonna be plastic.
Yeah. Dang.
I don't know. I think people will start calling us nerds if we dress up.
There's produits similares.
Oh,
It was more Spanish. That is cool. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. So there's
There's
made in
other
Quebec.
places. Oh, there you go. That's why it's French.
They look pretty expensive. But
We'll have to do a live cast on the.
the pitch says it's
Dark
ideal
elf.
for cosplay.
Oh yeah. I don't know. We're not into cosplay. We're more into like having the workout. Everyone who's there is like, this isn't LARPing. If someone shows up in an elf costume, I'm leaving. And I agree with them. I'm there to beat people.
I don't know. If someone showed up in an elf costume, I'd just wail on them.
Actually, that's true. That is true. We'll let them play so that we can wail on them. Okay, fans. I'm taking off. I gotta go do my homework.
Say, Dan, any more taco milk before you go?
No, thanks.
Okay.
It was delicious, but I want you to enjoy it all. There you go.
Mm.
See ya.
Bye, Dan. Okay. And it's not so much people would think we're nerdy if I dressed up. I don't know. I'm just too lazy to. There's occasionally girls will walk by and it'll be like, come join us. Just like perfectly serious. Like, come on. It's really fun. Just like knowing that they'll be like, it's really fun making people awkward. Okay. Whew. Chocolate. Milk rush. Oh. So Dan's friend Jesse actually has a small little crossbow. And it's like the dinkiest, crappiest thing ever. It kind of just rests on its top. If you like shake too much, the thing flies out. And it like shoots really short range. It's like this tiny little hand crossbow. But we use it. Oh, excuse me. What am I smelling? Pepperettes. I ate some pepperettes earlier. I don't know how I feel about that burp smell and taste. Normally I like burping up food. Because you're like, I get to taste it again. That might be gross to a lot of people. It's good. But with the pepperettes, I don't know. I don't know anymore. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the little crossbow. And so I had a little crossbow and a dagger. We didn't get on film. But my brother has a shield and a really long sword. So I'm like, I'll get you. So I'm like going, and I'm like, because if I get him with the crossbow, he's over, right? So I'm like trying to, and he's holding up his shield. And so I kind of like fake that I'm running away, and he raises up his shield, and I shoot at his legs. And so he kind of sees us coming, and then I charge him, and as he's kind of like still recovering, I go, pop, and pop him in the... Oh, it was so good. So good. I love killing people with inferior weapons. It's like that added challenge. Alright. If you had a choice between GW Space Marines or the Horus Heresy Legions to play from Forge World, which would you choose? Probably the Horus Heresy Legions, just because they're cooler. I think that's a pretty easy choice. Mastered, I thought the point of a beard was to keep record of all the meals you've had that day. Not if you learn how to eat properly with the beard. It takes a little while, but the beard is clean. Is it? Did I shower today? I don't even know. It's to that point where it's like you can see it's like a little thicker. I need to trim it, like my mustache a little bit. I need to buy a new beard trimmer. My old one broke. It just looked at my old beard when it was big and it's like, I give up. I go to use it again and it's brain dead. It's done. I think Dave gets more in his beard or his like goatee than I get in my full beard. Pretty sure. People posting more cool things. Archery, LARP. It's like $10 a dart. But it'd be so cool. Honestly, I would love to like LARP, like a full-on LARP, like a big event where there's like tons of people there. I would have a lot of fun. I was talking to some people from, I think Quebec, actually, at the last Apocalypse Con. Not that was one this year, but the last year. They're pretty cool. Played orcs, so obviously they're awesome. But yeah, like a big event where like you have like full built like taverns you go in, drink some ale. I don't know. Have some fun. Yes, I do hear it is really big in Quebec. Rhino of Pleasure you got chased by orcs one time? Like how? Like in a LARP? I don't get it. Honestly, anything Space Marine power armor, I'm not attracted to as models. They just don't do it for me. And because I've played 40k so intensely while I was playing, or when I was with Money Wargaming, I'm still having a nice break. Oh yeah, so, more news. For anyone who plays War Machine, I am going to War Machine Weekend. So, plane tickets bought, whatever, passport, everything. So I will go into War Machine Weekend in St. Louis, Missouri. I'll be going with. There's a bunch of people from the Calgary, Edmonton-ish area, Red Deer area. I think there's like 10, 11 of us on that plane. So that's gonna be fun. I'm obviously gonna bring my camera. I'm gonna go in the open tournament, try to qualify for the invitational. Only like one person. It's like 7 rounds of playing. It's gonna be so intense, but I'm gonna love it. So I'm kind of like working on my list right now, trying to figure it out. I'm gonna play Signar, and so I know a lot of people who do like War Machine and Hordes wanted to see my Scorn in action. They really want to see my Scorn, and honestly, I want to play more Scorn. But because of War Machine Weekend, I'm practicing. So after War Machine Weekend, which is in mid-November, so after that, I promise I will bring you Scorn. But until then, I'm exclusively playing Signar just to practice. And I'm pretty sure one of my lists is going to be E. Haley no quarter tier with the Storm Striders, and they get advanced move and full of power tokens, and it's a pretty nasty list. But it has some bad matchups, and so for the bad matchups, I'm either going to bring a P Nemo list with lots of lightning and like armor debuffs, or E Striker tier now with the Storming Captain and some lances. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I'm pretty excited about it. My friend and the local PG here in Calgary, or one of the PGs, there's like a lot, because there's a lot of gaming stores. He came, I think it was officially 4th or 5th at Lock and Load, even though he was really close to winning, and he basically got 2nd, but just because of strength of schedule and different things, he got shunted down to 4th place at the end. It's Days X. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to take on my E. Haley list so far, but I'm pretty sure I'm taking in our battle group a Thorn and Stormclad. I was thinking about bringing Stormwall, but it's just too many huge bases on the board. It's so hard to maneuver, and just a few little models could just really ruin your day running up. So it'll be the 2 Storm Striders. I think I'm only going to bring 1 unit of Field Mechanics. I think I have it saved somewhere. Here, let me try to open it up. So for those of you who don't know, often in War Machine tournaments, it's called Divide and Conquer, and you bring 2 lists, so it's kind of more balanced. So when you play, and you have to be the same faction, and so when you play against someone else, you show someone both your lists, and you see both of their lists, and you see out of their 2 lists what list of yours would be best as like an all-comers against their list, kind of like. And you kind of well, against my list, he should be bringing this list, so I could bring this. So you almost play games of their head and stuff. You can bring this really scary list that would do super well against them, so they'll have a 1 to counter that. But then you bring your other list, which wouldn't be as good. Doesn't happen as often like that. Basically, like Signar, for example, we can shoot anything off the table, but you face men off, and all their jacks are immune to shooting. And then just bring Jack Heavy, because any infantry we can just massacre off the board usually. And so all of a sudden you have all this shooting against this Menoth player who just destroys you. But then you bring a more melee list to deal with Menoth. I think that's how I play Signar, is there is against everyone, and then there's against Menoth. And so there's one list specifically meant for Menoth, but also can be useful against some other different things, and then E. Haley for everyone else. And you have to play each list at least once, usually. Sometimes you have to play them evenly, but usually it just makes it so you have to play one list once. And so sometimes it's good to get that list out of the way if you know you're going to win no matter what, or if you see they have weaker lists, or so you have that option. I'm rambling. War Machine Weekend. No, I don't have my East. Wait, maybe I do. No, I do not. Alright. I'm just on forward commander right here. Epic Haley Stormbringers, 50 points. Yeah, I'm definitely going to bring Stormclad and Thorn. Black 13th for sure. They're so good. Oh, yeah. So I'm bringing 2 units of Stormblade Infantry. The Storm Tower and the Stormcaller. And you get the 1 Stormcaller for free. Obviously 2 Stormstriders. And then that's up to 48 points. And then the other 2 points was, into a unit of Field Mechanics. One of them. So one of my Stormstriders will have advanced to play. I think that's what it is right now. So again, it's Haley, Thorn, Stormclad, Black 13th, Storm Tower, 2 Stormblade Infantries, Stormstrider, Field Mechanics, and 2 Stormcolors. And that is that. Yeah, Black 13th is really to get rid of stealth, so you can fully shoot like crazy. A lot of anti-infantry is all bounces, so you can always run up a Stormcaller or one of the Storm Blades and bounce off of them. But again, it's like 1 less bounce at a POW 15 or whatever. It's not ideal, but it's possible. So yeah, having a Black 13th is huge, especially when you can temporal accelerate him, so he goes faster, and then can shoot twice. He can't do the special action twice, unfortunately, but he could do his big thing and then shoot someone else. I love temporal acceleration. It's really important, and I think balanced, that they say you can only cast that once per turn. E. Haley has a spell where you can increase the movement of a model by 2 and give it 1 additional attack, whether it's ranged or no rate of fire. So whether it's ranged or melee or whatever. So you cast that on your Jack when you want him to run in and kill stuff. And also on weak casters, I'm thinking of, instead of bonding the Stormclad, bonding Thorn. Because then Thorn will be faster. And if you cast telekinesis through it, it can, moving to 3 inches plus 2 another. Basically, you can just like, and then get a line on their caster and just spell assassinate him. Without too much problem. Because you can like stick right in there, and you can still arc spells even if he's engaged. So it's cool. Wait, who said you like Menoth? Rhino. I don't know. Menoth is just irked me, and it's very like fluff wise, like Signar and Menoth just hate each other so much. And obviously everyone hates Crix, but everyone hates Crix. And they're just constantly harassing. Man, it's like everyone hates Signar. And then the Khador is invading from the north. Trollbloods hate our guts because we gave them some land, but it was as a buffer against Khador. And then Scorn is allied with people who hate Signar and want to come in for revenge. It's just I don't even know how Signar still even exists as a country or a nation. By all means, they should just be destroyed by now. Thank goodness there's Legion harassing from the north, distracting people. And now with Convergence of Cyrus, who knows? Who knows? So there's that. Valhalla is in 3 weeks, which I'm super excited for. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be so good. Man, I'm gonna drive down so I'm gonna bring all of my models. And so if anyone wants to play whatever, I'll just have the flexibility. Unfortunately, my 40k orcs are still in Welland at Mini Wargaming. And through talking to Dave and Matt, I tried to convince them to bring my 40k orcs to Valhalla, but they just won't, for whatever reason. I mean, it is hard to even just bring your own models over a plane, and then to bring a whole army of mine as well. I can understand why they wouldn't. Makes total sense. But Blue Table Painting should supply some orcs for me. At least that's what I'm asking them to. So who knows what they have? Hopefully some cool conversions. We'll go with that. And so you'll see that. And so yeah, I'll just try to film everything. Oh, also I got distracted in War Machine Weekend. Basically, I'm getting eliminated, and so I'll be buying a tripod or something compactable that could fit in my luggage, so I can set stuff up and film during like the invitational tournament, just like get some like sweet games recorded, so we can do awesome stuff. It's like $50 per bag. I mean, I'd cover that. I guess I can just get them to mail it to me, maybe. Although, I think without me there in person arguing the case that even though I borrowed the fantasy and they can keep my 40k, there's this much fantasy and this much 40k that exists. And so, even if it was a fair trade, I'd still deserve this much 40k that is mine, that I could take back. And really, they can't argue. But I gotta convince him. Please make Sean do a live Q&A like Matt does. I don't get it. What do you mean? Like he did with Matt? Or like Matt did a live Q&A with Sean? I don't even know what to ask Sean. He seems like a really weird guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm crazy weird. Oh, like Matt's live show? I can't make Sean do that. He seems like... Sean, I don't even know. Well, obviously I'll know soon enough. But like I don't really get him. He's kind of like... I don't even know how to describe it. I'm just really interested to actually meet him in person and just talk to them. I think Sean isn't too interested with what the public actually thinks, but he obviously has to put on a show to make it seem like he's not a jerk and actually does care a little bit. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I've never met him, but that's just the impression I get from him. You know what I mean? You know what? I like not working for mini war games. I can just like speak my mind and not worry about politics. I probably should worry about politics a little more. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. But the thing I'm most excited for is I think on the Wednesday or maybe the Thursday, the battle cry that I'm pretty sure Dave invented up the side of the mountain, where he's gonna put on war paint, and I'm gonna get enough body paint to cover as much as my body impossible in green. That's the plan. Hopefully it'll come to fruition because I think it'll be hilarious. But yeah, I'll be this skinny orc. I need to put on more weight, just like jack up. I got like 3 weeks. I could gain like 30 pounds in muscle. Beef up these bad boys. That's not too bad. It's not good, but whatever. Wait. Tell us what a jerk Dave is in real life. Dave isn't a jerk at all. He's quite awesome. And how off camera Owen bounces off the walls. Okay. So, I will spend a few minutes. Okay. That's what I'll do for you guys. I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about my impression, my view of the people at Mini Wargaming. Nothing held back. And it's not meant to insult. I love all of them. So anything I say that could be insulting is just kind of like that thing that you know about someone who someone could find lacking, but I just find it more hilarious and I like them more because of it. Disclaimer ended. Okay, so let's go with Matt. Matt. He has this control issue where he's always got to be in control and like manipulative, and he's like doesn't even do it consciously. He just like he's always been like that growing up. Like we played like role playing games, like different little things, like Mech Warrior, and he even made up his own role playing game called the Orbs. But he was always like in control, doing his little thing, and it's just kind of like that's how he kind of just sat for him. And then he started mini wargaming, in control of mini wargaming. He's partnered with Dave, of course, but Matt makes most of the. Obviously, he talks to Dave, and they are actual partners. But Matt is clearly the brains of the operation. Dave is the heart I like to say, of the operation. Like, mini wargaming couldn't exist without Dave. He just brings so much to the table that Matt just really can't as much. And so they're a really good team together. And it was really awesome working with them and knowing them for like my whole life. Mainly, so how I know Dave and Matt, first of all, is my older brother, the one you saw in fighting in the video. He was really, really good friends with Dave growing up. They did tons of stuff together. They'd love to go to the movies together and all that kind of stuff. They're really good friends growing up. And then one of my best friends, Aaron, his older brother is Matt. And so, like, the Glanfields, they would like come over to our house for like Christmas Eve and have some like just like really, really good family friends. All kind of connected through church, different youth groups and stuff, communicating. So that's that. Anyway, so Matt, yeah, always gotta be in control, and he's always like, he like sees a scenario, like the recent War Machine battle report that was just put up, like playing on that like custom War Machine board, which is amazing, but that's so good. But he makes his own scenarios. He's like, I don't really like this. I'm gonna make it my own. Well, I think it's balanced. Yeah, are you okay with it? And he just does it in such a way. You're like, okay, yeah, sure, Matt. Yeah, sure. It's like he like does it in such a way that people really can't stand up to him. It's just it's really funny. I love it. And there's just something called Matt cheating, and Matt will be like, I don't cheat, and he technically doesn't, and so he like doesn't cheat, but he like does certain, like he has it all in his head, all right, and so he's not wanting to cheat, but like he'll like have this thing in his head. It's like, okay, well, we got to roll for this, and he'll like thinking about things in his head, and he'll roll, and he'll like, it's like, okay, because like we gotta do a psychic check, and he like rolls, and he's like, well, no, he's like, and it fails, but he's like, well, that was the leadership for these people, and this. And it just happens so, I don't know. It just, talk to anyone who's played Matt on a regular basis in a game, and it's Matt cheating, and it's so hard to quantify and actually like tell you how it happens. But like, he just likes take backsies. Like he doesn't like final like, I made this decision, okay. He makes his decision and then thinks about it for a little bit. He's like, no, it's a bad idea, and moves all his models back, kind of thing, like that kind of stuff. But more than that, I don't know. It's too hard to explain without like making Matt out to be the bad guy, which he is. No, but it's really fun playing against Matt because like way back when it was always like me and Matt, he playing Tyranids, I'm playing Orcs, and we finally got it on camera, and I won. And like I didn't win since then. It's just like we'd always like tweak our lists, and it was just like a battle of like really brains because we'd bring the same things. And then Tyranids got updated, and they just destroy Orcs, and there's nothing much you can do. Hopefully, Orcs are updated next quarter, like early next year. That'd be cool. I would love that. We'll see. So Dave's just crazy, but like on camera, in person, he's really, really calm. Like, he's just, he's just like his dad, like Papa Smurf. You watch any Papa Smurf stuff, he's just, like, very collected, thoughtful, going right. I don't know what it is, but I watch Papa Smurf, and I just bust out laughing. Like, anything he says, I find it's so funny. And, like, in person, like, he'll just be telling a story, and we'll be just, like, me and Dave and whoever's out, we'll just be, like, laughing our heads off. And And Mr. Norquest or whatever, Pop Smurf, we'll call him that. He'll like keep on talking, and like he'll smile. He'll know he's funny, but he won't understand why he's funny. But like he'll just kind of go with it, and he just I don't know. It's hilarious, and Dave has a lot of that in him, but he knows how to let loose. Well, obviously. I just watched his the old video. I think it's only in the vault when he's like when he's dancing to Adele, like rolling in the beat. I haven't listened to that much music. Rolling in the deep. That's what it is. So yeah, Dave's hilarious, and when we get on camera together, like the synergy there is just unmatched. Like you watch one of our banter bat raps and people are like, I love this is great. You get like 10% of the crap that goes on. Like 10%. And I've not watched him play Tau yet. Is that a video that went up? Do I need to watch this? Interesting. So yeah, it's Dave. Dave is just great. But because he's very thoughtful and progressive, though, he also takes a very long time to do things. Just because, just how he does things. And Matt's all about efficiency. Just boom, 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 boom. And so I'm working there, and I'm like doing a battle report, and like when I'm first starting out, and Matt's like, okay, faster, faster, faster. And I'm like, okay, I'll release it. And then Dave's like, okay, I see what you did there. You need to go a little slower, make things a little bit higher quality, blah, blah, blah. So I got a little slower. That's like, okay, that was good, but you gotta go faster. And it was like being pulled both ways. Like, ah! And it was like, I would hear one thing from Matt and the exact opposite from Dave all the time. So funny as a job. Having like two good friends telling you like polar opposite things what to do, and you just sit there and you're like, I'm just gonna do my own thing and see what happens. Most of the time it worked out. Good times in mini wargaming. Great times in mini wargaming. Oh, we're over an hour. It's okay. Oh, it's up now. You're talking about him playing Tau. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Also, Dave, his brain, he just gets distracted really easily. Like, I don't know if he's ADD, really. I don't know. But anyways, so he knows how to play 40k. And, like, we've taught him how to play War Machine and Fantasy. But it just, like, there's so many things swirling around in his head. Like, the chaotic thing that is Dave. Like, it just doesn't stick. Unless he's, like, playing a lot. And even, well, anyone who watches his battle reports, you know, even 40k is a little shaky sometimes. Oh my goodness. And then, and Dave has this thing where you'll say something, and then he'll you'll correct me. You're like, I don't know, Dave, not that. You do this. He's like, oh, I was just testing you. And you're like, was he just testing me, or did he no idea what he was doing, and he just, you know, saving face? And you're just like, and you never know. Like, you think you know, you're like, okay, I caught Dave doing something silly, and then he'll like say, you never know if he's messing with you or not. That's Dave. Very interesting, very fun to hang around. Owen. When I first met Owen, he was just like this cocky little kid who was just like, I play Tau, which everyone hates and everyone thinks sucks, and I'm still gonna beat you. And then I kept on beating him with orcs. He's like, oh, orcs are easy. And then he played a tournament and played orcs and won. He has a point. He like sees powerful. He's a power gamer through and through. He just looks at things and just like the stars align. It's like, that would be really powerful and really hard to beat. I'm gonna play that until someone figures out how to beat me, and I'm just gonna just stomp on little noobs. He just loves that kind of stuff. And all to him, man. I love that because you're like, oh, I didn't know that's possible. And if I can beat that plus beat all the other stuff, so he was really fun to play against. And we've actually talked over, I don't know, Facebook and stuff, just kept up communication since I left Mini Wargaming. And he's always like, man, I missed you. It's like, I want to play against you. He's like, you're the only one like that's like competitive and fun around here. Speaking about all the other Mini Wargamers. Oh, but it's true, because Matt's too distracted by work and family to really get into a game competitively. You know, obviously he'll bring us lists and stuff, but not too much. And Dave just plays purely for fun. Obviously he'll try to win and, you know, bring some powerful lists, and he's not at all incompetent. Like, he can bring some powerful lists, and he surprised me with some good play. So I'm not saying he doesn't know how to play. And then Chris when he plays, well, we'll get to Chris in a second. But also very methodical, very, very, very fun player. So yeah, just Owen is just great like that, and he just loves shutting people down. And him and Matt going back and forth, so funny in the office. It'd be like, Matt's like, oh, I can do this, and Owen's like, yeah, but I can do this and beat you. And then Matt will be like, yeah, no, but I can do this. And Owen's like, well, I can do this and beat you. And Matt's just like, his like personality being like, no, but like, it's not that simple. Like, I will be able to figure out something. And Owen's like, no. And he'd always have like an answer. And it was the hours of giggling, listening to them talk. So fun. So fun. Man, I've been talking a while about mini wargaming. Great. Okay. Who else? Chris. Chris is hilarious. Oh my goodness. I just love everything about that guy. He's such a master painter. Like, he's like the guru, like the quick tips. And when I first saw quick tips and I saw the first one, I was like, this is Chris. Like, this is Chris in all of Chrisdom. Like, he is the guru of mini wargaming. Like, behind the scenes. It's like Chris, how would I do this? And he's just like, bam, has an answer. I was like, Chris, how would I do this? He's like, I'm not sure, let me think about it. Boom, has an answer. And you're like, he just knows everything about the hobby. And I won't go as far as everything, but really close. This is the quick tips. I'm just like seeing him do all these things. I'm like, oh yeah, I've asked him about those things. I've asked him all those things. And it's just like, it's so genius to just tap into that. Like, as soon as I heard the first quick tip, I was like, that's amazing. That's genius. It's like so easy to make and so useful. Like, I really like watching those quick tips. Because it's just Chris. He's got that nice soothing voice. Nice and quick. Get you on the right track, you know, the whole thing. Although, when he did his fire thing, I think I do better fire. And I have no idea what I'm doing. But that's, you know, that's... every once in a while, Chris will, like, do this thing, and I'm like, I don't like that at all. But, like, it's just, like, an older style of painting, or who knows. He's like an old fart or something. I'm just... Love you, Chris. Love you, Chris. Who else is in mini wargaming? Jay Crazy Eyes. Jay is such a... I don't even know anything about Jay. Just like the vibe you get around him. You're just like, what is he? He's just so good natured, right? You like hang out and you just can't help but smile but be around him. But like, I've never actually played a game against him, so I don't know. But Jay's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. I think that's everybody that gets on camera, at least. It was super fun. Ooh, fan art of Chris Yoda. I like that. I want to see that happening. Somebody go. I can't draw, or like the limited. Yeah, I can't draw. I'm like, I can draw little stupid things on paint. That's about it. Do you guys remember when I was doing my like logo design? By the way, I lost the email of the person who submitted that logo that I am using now. So if said person can email me again, I should remember your name when I see it, so I can give you a prize. And also, Grumpy Wargamer actually thought of the name Codex Dan when we were doing our brainstorming, and I've been trying to buy stuff off their site because I said I'd buy like a shirt or a hat or something for him, and the order keeps on being denied. So I'm trying, okay, but whatever. I've had a few hour with Dan. I don't what do I call it. People who've donated and had that hour with me, so that's cool. If you still haven't been I'm trying to contact everybody, but I'm pretty sure there's more people who haven't got back to me yet. I would love to hang out with you one-on-one and do some good times. So yeah, this is the hour of the Waaagh. I'm gonna end it here, as in like I'll like stop and like cut it and start it again. But what I want to do, I feel in the mood. If anyone wants to, again, if no one wants to, then we'll just end it. But if you do, then I will play some Dawn of War with you guys. Now, the first Dawn of War, I still can't figure out how to get it working with open broadcasting software. Even with like the screen capture or whatever, it's a black screen. And I can't figure it out. I've been on different forums and people don't have issues with it, apparently. But Dawn of War 1 just is not working to play on stream. But Dawn of War 2, I can play. That or StarCraft or really anything. Oh, one thing. If anyone's ever played the game Amnesia, scary game. Until, like, you kind of, like, get over it and then the last kind of, like, run through it. But I've been playing the Amnesia, like, the second one, Amnesia Machine for Pigs. It just sounds really gross and weird. And I'm only, like, half an hour, 40 minutes in. But the game is creepy. I was playing it right before the live show. Like, I was like, I really just wanted to show my roommates part of it. I was like, look at the feel of this game. This is crazy. And I got into it, and they're like both, and I had all the lights off, and it was just like, you like open a door, and you say, oh, creeps me out, man. It just tingles all everywhere. I don't get creeped out or scared about like anything, but like when you play Amnesia, it just sucks you in if you play it properly, which is with all the lights off and either loud surround speakers or headphones on, which is the only way. Somebody didn't find Amnesia scary because you probably didn't play it properly. You had lights on and you just started running through the level. You didn't really let yourself get into the game. I do not read 1D4chan. Yeah, I've heard The Dark Descent is a better game overall. Apparently he tried. It's okay. It's okay. Normally I don't get scared at all, but I think it was my sister. Like, she was there too, and she was like with me, and like she was getting more creeped out, and so it kind of helped just the whole ambiance. And then she started playing it by herself, and we're like talking to each other about how creepy it was. You almost gotta like let yourself be scared sometimes, instead of just using your brain. Because a lot of people who play Warhammer, War Machine, whatever, it's just kind of, usually it's a more intellectual, reserved kind of person who just allows logic to rule them instead of emotion. Not always. And there's nothing wrong with emotion. We like girls and they do it all the time. Not always. But yeah. Ooh, teaser trailer for their new game. What game? Science horror. Alright. So we got one person voting for StarCraft. You guys want to play or not? Anyways, I'm going to end this and then come back on right away. So stick around if you want to play some games or see some games being played and the craziness that ensues in my reactions and blah, 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 blah. If not, thanks for tuning in. Sorry it was so long since beforehand, but now with the internet fixed, we'll have a good time. So again, thanks for all your love and support. I love you guys. And definitely more fantasy War Machine bat reps incoming. Hopefully I'll have a War Machine battle report filmed this Thursday. I do have to paint some stuff, but hopefully. So without further ado, bye! Thanks guys. I'm done.